Financial planning. Financial planning. Um, you need cash reserves more than you need a mattress, more than you need a couch, more than you need a PS5, more than you need a 4K TV. You need cash reserves, especially when you go into basic training. When you think about it, when you're traveling across the country, when you're traveling around the world, especially in regards to the military, a lot of you don't know where you're going. A lot of you have families. You have multiple mouths to feed, and you're in transition. Which again, I don't want to get too far into my notes, but in regards to planning, what drives everything else? You must learn to ask these simple questions that kind of point you in the right direction in terms of what you need to be doing. Planning. You need money. You need money. I posted a video on this channel in regards to military minimalism, military essentialism. When it comes to, you don't need so much stuff. You need currency. You need currency. When you're driving from one duty station to the next duty station, or from your home of record to your first duty station, or from tech school to your first duty station, whatever, you're gonna need gas. There's something called a government travel card. I have one. It's basically a credit card essentially that you're allowed to use only in pursuit of government orders, essentially. So me, when I leave Alaska, I will be using my government travel card to travel. It's used to book tickets. It's used to pay for U-Hauls. It's used for gas, for food in certain cases. But a lot of you won't have that when you're leaving tech school. When you go to basic training, you probably won't have it until maybe your first deployment, maybe your first TDY. Who knows? But before you even get to a credit card, cash. It still works in America. You can still buy things with $100 bill. You can still take one to a store. You know, they might try to refuse it, but that's illegal. It's illegal to refuse a $100 bill. So I really want to stress to have cash reserves. Cash reserves. I'm not going to tell you what amount, but you know how big your family is. You know how much it costs a month to feed your family. At some point, trust me, throughout your career, especially in your first couple years, you get to your first duty station and you'll be there just around a year before they can actually move you somewhere or deploy you or whatever. It'll be roughly a year upon your first duty station that they could just say, oh, tomorrow you're going there. Let go. Pack it up. Pack it up. You can be upset. You can cry about it. You can be, I just bought a house. I just bought a new car. I just bought this. And they're like, I just bought this 80-inch TV. Take it off the wall. You have to go over here now. And your options are what? Pack it up. Now, trust me, there are plenty of different entitlements that, I work in finance. So there are plenty of different entitlements that are available to you, such as, DLA advances and pay advances and BH advances. Cool. All that's available to you. But at the core, you should not need an advance. You should have savings. The advance is there for emergencies where, I did not see that coming. I really need that help, whatever. You have those amenities available to you because, of course, you're not the first person to PCS. You're not the first person to struggle during a PCS or during transition. So you'll have those things available to you when you need them. But at your core, you should have a foundation built of, if anything happens, I'm prepared to address it from a place of wisdom. If anything just pops up on me, I can just swipe a card and deal with it. Money solves amazing problems. Money could just solve problems. That's the purpose of money, is to create experiences and to solve problems. You can create experiences for yourself or for other people. You can create a smile for yourself. You can hop on a jet ski. You'll be smiling on a jet ski. You can put somebody else on a jet ski and let them smile. But it mostly solves problems. So when you got that credit card just waiting on you, you're tempted to use it. But when you got a debit card, you have the same amount of power. And of course, there's debates in between as far as, it's safer to use a credit card and, it's not your money that you're spending. It's someone else's money. So if they lose their money, they're going to get your money a lot back. If somebody steals your identity, credit card money is a lot easier to replace than debit card money, So there's all these different, conversations going on. At the core of it, the foundation, you need to be ready. When you first get a basic training, you might not get a check for a month and a half. It's just the truth. There are a lot of people going to basic training every Tuesday. Hundreds of people show up to basic training in Lackland, Keesler. Every Tuesday, people popping up. And so those same people have to get, what's it called? Not a session. Yeah, assessed into the military financially, meaning we have to build their financial pay records. It takes a minute. It takes a minute. So just be mindful of these things, that you need to have a certain amount of stash that you know for the size of your family. This can support me for, let's say, 3 months. Cash reserves. And of course, the economy is not the best right now. And you might be coming from an unemployed situation, and you might just need stability right now. So of course, I don't think anyone's just swimming in the cash, minus the lead attorney here. Just he's acting different. But of course, do the best you can. You have time to prepare. You have time to plan. Do so.